Hey guys, what's going on? Rick with Rick's Toy Room. And don't mind the background noise. We've got the 3D printers cracking out some orders from Etsy this weekend. So we're getting that done. But I'm in a bit of a dilemma. We are going to do an unboxing video, but that's not the dilemma. The dilemma is that Scaradise, aka the old Spookala, is coming into town next weekend. And originally I said, you know what? A couple of people I wanted to see, they weren't going to be there. So Dr. Peter Weller, RoboCop, he bailed. He's got some other commitments. And then I found out that, oh, okay, they're going to bring in Christina Ricci. And I'm like, I've still got some stuff going on at the end of the week past the con. So I'm like, I don't want to go drop a butt ton of money at this convention to get autographs. Like, they're all cool people, but like, I don't need to go. Then they announced that they were going to have the guy that played Raiden in Mortal Kombat 2, Annihilation, and I'm like, oh, I've already got Sub-Zero and Scorpion. It'd be really cool to get his, and he's not really expensive. But I was like, no, I got things going on. And then they announce Christopher Lloyd, Dr. Emmett Brown. And I missed him when the entire Back to the Future cast was here for MegaCon 2 years ago because I was working it, and B, at the time, I had things going on. So, AKA I was broke. I'm not broke anymore. So now I'm like, responsible me says don't go to the Comic-Con and just, whatever. Irresponsible me says you only die once. You're going to live every day, so have some fun with it. So with that, I am definitely going to go to Scaradise next weekend. I am going to go get, I think it's Lambert. I'm going to get his autograph for Raiden. I'm going to get Christina Ricci's, but only on the condition that she's got a dual photo with her and Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Fester. And it's kind of twofold for me because I've been watching Wednesday Season 2. Now, I wasn't really impressed with Season 2. I really did like Season 1 a lot better. But Christopher Lloyd, he made Uncle Fester and just a great character. But I also have some other new cool stuff. So as much as I would love to get me a Back to the Future original poster signed, or even one of the anniversary posters, because I've gone and seen this movie now in the theaters every time it's released, the 25th, the 30th, 35th, I think 40th is coming up right now. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to drag the crew out to go see Back to the Future again. But something just came in. So check this out. We have a Mattel box. And this has been sitting for a while, or waiting for a while. This was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Dr. Emmett Brown Enterprises 24-hour scientific services Back to the Future 40th anniversary. Let's get that. But check out how this thing's boxed. So I cracked one open because this is going to be mine. Check this thing out. And this piece is really cool, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to spend a fortune getting Christopher Lloyd autographs, because not only will I do a Christina Ricci Wednesday/Fester with Christopher Lloyd, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to go get this. So check it out. You open the box, and it looks like a car trailer. And then it unfolds. You've got a DeLorean. And then you got the little tab. You pull this out. Try not to drop it. You pull it out. And Twin Pines Mall, 1:16 a.m. The DeLorean coming out of the Emmett Brown van, and on the back it says Back to the Future Time Machine and GMC Value Van, Saturday, October 26, 1985, 1:16 a.m., Twin Pines Mall, Hill Valley, California. Marty McFly arrives at the parking lot of Twin Pines Mall. His friend Dr. Emmett Brown is about to conduct a scientific experiment with his new invention. As Marty approaches Doc's van, the ramp folds down and a highly modified sports car backs out, a time machine built with style. With Marty documenting this serious event with a video camera, history was made as the first temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. when the time machine hit 88 miles per hour. Doc was the controls and his dog Einstein and the cockpit as the world's first time traveler. Hot Wheels celebrates this red-letter date in history of science and the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. This iconic scene features the time machine with exclusive deco and, for the first time, Doc's GMC Value Van. This interactive package has an opening back, leading to a functional ramp, allowing for the removal of the diorama showcasing Doc's die-cast GMC Value Van and time machine. These highly detailed vehicles come with real riders tires, and a plethora of deco. Great Scott This is one ride we'll gladly take back to the future. So this was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. There's all the details there. The 40th anniversary. And in Mattel Hot Wheels fashion, you know, really cool packaging. So here's my dilemma. I'm getting mine signed. Having this signed for the fact that this is... Ruh-roh. Back to our regular scheduled program. One of my 3D printers took a... Okay. I'm getting mine signed because obviously the first time this truck has been made as a Hot Wheel, the fact that it's something Back to the Future, it's exclusive. Everything yells get this signed by Christopher Lloyd. So I'm getting mine signed. The dilemma is, do I take, because in my fashion, I always buy two. So I've got a completely factory sealed one right there. Do I take and get both of them signed and flip the second one on eBay autographed? It's hard to say because, by the way, check out the inside. It's got a oil spill, like plans, little flux capacitor in there. Flipping cool. My problem or my concern, I really do love that packaging, by the way. The trailer just all matches, folds out, DeLorean pulls out. My dilemma is, I know obviously I would love to have it signed. I'm getting mine signed. I don't know if someone is going to pay what it's going to cost for the autograph, the exclusive, my markup, and then shipping for something they didn't get personally signed. And obviously I'm going to get the JSA authentication on it. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I actually need to reach out to my guys. They've asked me to do a show in December with them, but now I'm wondering if they're going to want to do something with Christina Ricci and Christopher Lloyd now. So, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the JSA verification on it. I just don't know if someone's going to be willing to pay for it with the autograph. I mean, I haven't even looked up to see what they're selling for right now, to be honest. Let's check the bay, shall we? San Diego Comic-Con, Hot Wheels 2025, Back to the Future. All right, survey says... All right, listing prices anywhere from $170 to $205. Let's see what the sold auctions are looking like. Sold auctions, raw $150. I'll be honest, I don't even remember what I paid for this. I never do. I like just consistently sold for $155 through $175. Majority selling for $170 plus shipping. Yeah, if I had to average this out, I'd say it's about 170, 172. There's a few that cracked 190. Most people on eBay put them up for double, you know, pay for theirs plus sell it. So I think I paid about $80 for this. So you're looking at 170, let's say 165 raw. The autograph's 120. So you're at 270, 290 plus shipping. It puts it over $300 for it. I don't know. I probably won't get it autographed. At least the second one. Though, I mean, man, what a piece. I don't know. I've got a week. If anybody out there in YouTube land wants to buy it from me and wants me to get it autographed for them, we will. We'll negotiate. Again, pay me my cost, pay me value, and we'll go from there. Next, comic book day. So, if you watched my scam video or you watched the, what was the other one? Sorry, this print I've been trying to get to go all day, and it's puking up on the other printer because the filament I bought is just crap. So I did do a unboxing. I bought some more of the Batman blind bags plus a couple other pickups at my local comic shop. Cracked those open, recorded it, was going to put it up, and I had some other stuff in that video, and I just don't feel like I want to post it. So you're not going to see that. Just know that I got some cool Batman foils, nothing of major play, but we did do a auction, or we did a whatnot with our guys, Collector's Choice Comics out of Tempe, Arizona. Again, huge shout out to Kevin. I always holler at him on this channel just because, I mean, the guy always does me right. And we bought a bunch of crap. Now, is it really crap? No, it's some really cool comics. But it's just crap I didn't need. I really didn't want any comics. I mean, I saw what he had to auction, what he had for auctions on whatnot. He always does a preview on Facebook, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want that one book. Well, that one book turned out to this entire shipment. And yeah, so at this point, I don't even remember what I ordered. I know there's one very particular one in here. There's a Batman versus Deadpool crossover cover that I really wanted. I ended up buying, like I said, a bunch of other ones. So let's have at it. Kevin always does a great job getting this stuff packaged for me. I've never had one of his books come in damaged, which is really nice. So if you're ever looking for a place to buy online, or you're looking for a whatnot to get into that's got some really decently priced product, Collector's Choice Comics, hit them up, follow them on whatnot, follow them on Facebook. Kevin's always showing what his new stuff is when it comes in. And like I said, he does a phenomenal job packing everything up. He just recently had the original Red Ranger in shop, and I wanted to have him get me an autograph and send it to me because at this point I've got Black Ranger, Pink Ranger, Red Ranger would be cool. Blue Ranger's always out of the cons too. So, Yost. It would be cool to have as many of the alive Power Rangers as possible. Obviously, not being able to get Trinities, not being able to get Green Ranger, but you know, it would be cool to kind of have an original set, especially since I finally got to meet Amy Jo Johnson. Because, like, why would you not? Everyone was a fan of Pink Ranger, and I don't care who you are. If you grew up anywhere around the 90s and saw the original Power Rangers, you knew you were watching for Amy Jo Johnson. All right, what do we have? I got some stuff down here at the bottom. What's at the bottom? This is my shipping label. What did we buy? 4 items. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. First one out of the box. I won this one randomly. I didn't necessarily want it. I just was helping Kevin run up some auctions, run up some bids. Ended up winning it. So at this point, if I get a chance, if Frank Miller does any more in-houses with CGC, I will send this in for an in-house. But it is the Frank Miller Batman and Deadpool cover with Frank Miller Batman and Old Man Logan. So we've got that one. I'm going to save this other one for last because this one's really cool. This one here, I don't even remember why I bought it. I just thought it was a cool cover, and I think it was going super, super cheap. But here is a Jaime's and Moray Batman. It actually is a really cool cover. You got Batman just kind of hanging up top of a water tower, maybe. Cell phone antenna. You've got Gotham in the background. You've got the, blimps back there. And Batman looks like he's about to drop down and bust somebody in their bean. This is the cover I really wanted. So back in the late 90s, or it was about early 90s, they had, I believe it was DC actually did the release, but there was a set of comics called Algorithm, and they, Algorithm, whatever, they did a crossover with DC and Marvel characters, and one of the said characters was Darkclaw. It was a crossover of Wolverine and Batman. Now, the comic itself isn't worth much. I mean, I could probably get it on eBay right now and get it for $5. But this is the Batman Deadpool variant ratio McNiven Batman and Wolverine cover. So very few times are you going to see a crossover like this, and both are bloodied, both are beaten. You had to buy it. Had to. Even though it is a Deadpool book, I'm not a big Deadpool comic fan. The fact that Deadpool 3 had Wolverine and Deadpool in it, they did the cover with Wolverine and Batman. This is probably how they were able to get away with it. So I bought it. I'm going to have that one graded. It's going to be fun. Now, this one is crazy. Kevin had a couple of these, and I did not get the Decepticon one. I only got the Autobot, and now I'm kicking myself in the ass, and I should have bought the Decepticon. But it is a sound chip comic book. So it comes bagged so that people don't mess with them and tear them up. This is Transformers #1, sound chip edition. Mike Spicer, Danielle Warren Johnson did the cover. Is a $20 book. It cost me a lot more than that. But when you open this up, it's like one of those musical birthday cards. It actually does the transforming noise. So it does that when you open the comic. And the cover's really cool. It's a foil cover. I don't think I'm going to open this one. My concern with it is it has a lithium-ion battery in it, so it's going to absolutely eat through, if it ever leaks years and years and years, it's going to leak through and destroy the book. So opening it and listening to it and then safely removing the chip would be the best way to preserve this. But for now, I'm going to leave it sealed in the package. I want to talk to my guys at CGC, or at least I want to get on the CGC forums, and I want to see how or what they would do with this book. I'm guessing it's going to be... Oh, shit. Brain fart. I've had all kinds of things go on. I'll tell you what in a second. So it probably will get graded as a magazine because of the thickness on it. You can actually feel where the electronics are in the book. It's right here, where the chip's at, where the speaker's at, makes the noise. If I can find one of those loose that has the chip in it and just to play with it and put it on the video, or if I can find a link, I will post up in the description by the time I run this video out. But, I had a brain fart because my Batman Damned issue 1 and then issue 1 re-release are done. They are at the shop, and my boy was supposed to tell me he dropped them off, and he didn't, so I forgot to go get them. And now it's way too late to go to the shop to get them. So tomorrow on my way home from work, I got to run to the comic shop and pick up my Batman Damned, aka Bat Dick. It was one of the first Red Label comics, or at least a massive Red Label comic, because it had it actually did a full frontal nude of Batman. So they called it the Bat Dick issue because Batman's standing there full nude, and his schlong's just hanging out. I bought, I think, 2 copies of it, or I bought 1 copy of the book, and then there was such an uproar, they actually pulled it and redid it. And I am about to lose my damn mind. Oh my god. 3-hour print failed at 2 hours because something just happened. It looks like the filament got stuck, and it shifted the whole print. Oh, this is going to be a long night. I'm at the point where I want to just ninja kick the crap out of every one of my 3D printers. And then, of course, I messed my hair up. But, yeah, so those are done. I have no idea what the grades are. I told Matt to surprise me, so he just left them there. I got to go pick them up, and every time I go to the shop, I buy something. So we're going to try to go get them tomorrow and not buy more stuff, especially with the con coming up this weekend. So, that's it. That's my video. A little rambling, a lot of craziness, a lot of distractions. But let me know, again, if you guys want the San Diego Comic-Con Hot Wheels and you want it signed. If you're willing to pay the current market fair value, which is, like I said, about I'll give you guys a deal, do $165 because we won't put it on eBay, and then you pay the autograph and the JSA on it. So probably about another $135. So let's say $300 plus shipping. How's that sound for everybody? $300 plus shipping. I'll settle to you signed. If I don't get any takers before we get to Scaradise next weekend, then I'm going to leave it sealed and just sell it on eBay, factory sealed. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go cry in the corner and restart some 3D prints. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.